welcome back to my playthrough of XCOM Enemy Within Long War. Part 2 of a Raider has landed on my planet. Mission. And I've got a sectoid commander over there, and on my left I have a bunch of...
Requesting immediate assistance.
Mutons. That was the word I was searching for and couldn't find. And if I'm lucky, there'll be a bunch of dead mutons very shortly. Between that gunner up there, a infantryman near the door, and a sniper over on the far right. Wow, shoot him again. Shoot back in your box.
Roger that.
Run you up and pick up the meld,
It's been secured.
because that gives you a nice flanking shot and still some cover from the other side.
Hostile pacified.
And
Possession confirmed.
looks like we're going around the back of the ship to move in. At least currently. Well, I'll let the gunner finish that guy off.
Got him.
And...
Heading for that location.
oh, that's my officer. I wondered who that was. Ooh, there's a Muton Sentinel around somewhere. With a really nasty ability to shoot me. So, having already healed the scout, she will now heal herself. And now I'm running out of medical kits.
Andando.
Polo around this side, see if there's anybody left hanging around there. Nope.
Nachgeladen.
J'y vais. Ils perdent du terrain.
Ha! You weren't expecting me to do that, were you? And I wasn't expecting you to do that either. Oh darn. I thought I'd kill him. Well, I guess we'll see what they do as a response. That's right, run away like a scared little girl. Run home screaming to mummy. Okay, well, we'll decide what to do with you in a minute.
Aye, aye. Clear to engage.
Oh, okay. We found some opposition. We will try shooting said opposition. Well, you have no purpose out there anymore. So we'll run you up to there
Got
and
it.
see if we
Moving.
can spot where those mutons ran to before we move the infantry in. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, for once I'm not doing an attack just from one direction. And no, that's not a reference to the
Yo voy.
oh, I was going to call them a band, but they're really not, because to be a band you actually have to play an instrument. This is certainly something One Direction cannot claim.
Baja confirmada. Tout de suite.
One Direction is as close to being a band as I am to to being a games programmer. Yes, I work in IT, but doesn't mean I'm actually a band. Doesn't mean I'm a games programmer just because I work in IT. In the same way that just because they can sing doesn't make them musicians.
Moving to position. Enemy spotted.
Okay. I think we found pretty much everybody we're going to find. Now it's just a matter of finishing them off. You run over there and reload.
It's shooting time.
Not that I'm going to have a rant about One Direction or any other boy band, because some of them come up with some nice songs. Well, I would say they came up with them. Apart from Gary Barlow of Take That, so as far as I understand, most boy and or girl bands are given the songs to sing. So not only are they musicians, they're not songwriters either. They're just mainly pretty people who can sing frequently with the help of auto-tune. Which, I must say, you know, if that's what they desire to do, and they provide entertainment by doing so, I don't have a particular problem with boy and girl bands.
No longer a threat.
It's when, however, they claim to be musicians or have some amazing talent that I tend to object to it. It doesn't matter if they're Westlife.
Dead and gone.
I can't remember some of the American ones. New Kids on the Block. Boyzone, you name it. Take That are one of the few that had a couple of people with some actual talent in there.
I'm about to start
Not just saying that because they're English. It's Gary Barlow is a very talented songwriter and musician, and it appears that Robbie Williams turned out to be a talented singer.
I'm rolling.
And I believe he did some songwriting too, so he's... But when he was in the boy band Take That originally, he wasn't very talented. Or didn't appear to be very talented. It took him a while to develop. But develop he eventually did.
X-ray down.
But as for, I don't know what the current ones are, Little Mix, I think is one of them. And various others. One Direction, etc. Yeah, they're not in any way, shape or form A, musicians, and B, overly talented. They're essentially pretty people who, with a lot of help, can sing. Anyway, not really a rant, it was just
The repositioning
one of those little things where I tend to prefer rock music where you actually have a band that can actually play, not a bunch of singers who use a backing track when they supposedly do a live show. Mind you, that's like, what's her name? Madonna. So her definition of a live show is a backing track doing all the actual singing while she dances around on stage miming. There's another one whose definition of the word live takes...
Draining ammo fast.
I wouldn't say takes it to the limits of what that word means. It's just basically not alive.
X-ray neutralized.
That's purely
Let's do
effectively a lie. whereas actual bands can actually play live.
Kill confirmed.
Whether that be the rock bands from the
Voy hacia allá.
fun times of the, well, I say from the fun time, going back to the 60s, the 70s, the hair metal bands of the 80s, the grunge musicians or whatever,
Empieza la
they actually
fiesta.
had to play their instruments. And yes, while there were days of excess and frequent stupidity involved in those, with those bands,
Headed there now.
they were still actually bands. Great. I'm set up to Overwatch all the way over here, so he has to go the other way, doesn't he?
X-ray on the move. They're flanking us.
If he could just finish this guy off, it would be good. I don't know if there's anybody else after him. Seriously, you don't have a shot at him? How can you not have a shot at him from there?
On it.
You do get a shot at him, you can't even finish him off. Ugh. Come on. Right, that one will do.
Copy that. Got no ammo.
Operational objectives completed.
It seems to vary between the somewhere in the low 20s to the very high 30s in the amount of people that appear in Raiders when it lands. So it's not like you can really anticipate how many people you're going to be facing under those circumstances. Well, I ended up with 3 wounded. Could have been worse. And well, how long before that? Oh, that was 61 hours, so we'll... I was going to say I'll continue. Well, I'll continue for 7 of the 8 more hours. I don't know how long this terror ship. Alright, continue with 6 more hours. I have no cash, I don't have a lot of things left to sell, because I'm going to need it all for the research that's coming up. I've got 15 days for my plasma rifles, 23 days for my Nova gun, and 24 days for my 1 reflex cannon. They are good reflex cannons. I tend to outfit my scouts and assaulters with them. Yeah, there's not much else I can do. Research is that. Okay, well we can repair one of those things. I don't even have enough money to repair both those things. A foundry project which I can't do is tactical rigging. And I am tempted, very tempted actually, to build a workshop there. To make my future plasma rifles a bit cheaper until such time as I need the space. The same way I'm very tempted to build a lab as well. That would require 400 in cash. Let me think about being tempted. Actually, go back a page. Pending requests. Cyberdisk Rex. What would I get for you? 2 engineers. What if it's... No, it's... I don't have enough of those to feel comfortable doing that. I really don't want to sell too many floater corpses. Sell that. Gets me 100.
What's going on down there? Tell those guys we can't have them bringing down the walls in the name of prototype testing.
Well, if we search chrysalid carcasses, there's nothing I need them for currently. Down to 140, that gets me over 200. I don't think I'm going to need these, and if I do, I'm going to get more anyway. So another mectoid core. If you search them, so that gets over 600. Let's complete that transaction. Engineering. Repair the last thing that I couldn't afford to repair last time. Build facilities. Build a workshop. It's going to take a while. Build a lab. Again, going to take a while. If I remove you, actually, how much does satellite nexus cost? Costs 300. So I still wouldn't be able to have the sufficient funds to build it, even if I wanted to. That costs 200. Alright, I need about another 100 in cash. Which is about 25 mil. That'll work. Okay. Remove that. We'll build a satellite nexus in its place. Okay. That's about everything I wanted to do. And well, I still have 2 minutes. It's a heavy abduction. Yeah, and a waterside park of some type. Eek, I'm running out of people. I didn't realise I was this low on people. Well, okay. We will send a scout, we will send an engineer, we will send a couple of infantry people. Not as short of people as I thought I was, but... And I'm going to send... no medics or officers, because I don't currently... Yeah. Okay, we'll take a risk. We will send my last 4 rookies. And I will quickly outfit them. Mod that. You can actually have an arc thrower, because you're more liable to be more effective with that at times than you are with an actual gun. This could end up with a dead person or two in the next episode. But as it is an alien abduction mission and they're There's no pressing me for time on it. I can take it slowly if I so desire, or I can spend as my time throwing a lot of grenades. Anyway, that will be for next time. I've actually finished this one about on the time limit that I want. So, as always, I hope you enjoyed, at least I hope you enjoyed the second half of the UFO mission, and my pondering while I decided what to build and how to get the money for it, and hopefully I'll see you down the road.